Feyz is not a single person. Feyz is a movement, a slow, intelligent river that passes through a human shape and never settles long enough to be named. Where others draw borders without identity, around identity, and with identity, she lets the water decide. Thoughts arrive, split, rejoin. Personalities do not fracture her, they circulate. They behave like weather patterns moving across the same sky. Her mind is porous by design. She learned early that resistance created pressure, and pressure shattered things. So she stopped resisting. Spirits discovered that this way insects discover light. Ghosts, echoes, half remembered saints, bored ancestors, things that were never properly alive to begin with. They come near her and feel the invitation without it being spoken. Feyz does not ward them away. She opens the door and watches what happens. Possession is not an emergency, it is entertainment. She remains present when inhabited, always watching, always aware, sometimes commenting, sometimes laughing, sometimes nudging a spirit just enough to see how it reacts. Her multiple personalities act like currents within the river, each one shaped by different pressures, different memories, different desires. One is calm and deliberate, measuring the world as if it were a puzzle. Another is playful, irreverent, fond of contradiction. Another carries ancient gravity, speaking with a patience that makes time less optional. They surface when useful, recede when bored, and leave residue behind like mineral deposits or stone. Morning with Feyz is already crowded. Before the day has decided what it is, her mind is alive with conversation. One personality debates the quality of light entering the room, another critiques the taste of tea. A lingering spirit tells a story that might be a memory or might be a lie. Feyz listens to it all, with the same quiet amusement, letting voices overlap, letting contradictions coexist. She has no urgency to resolve them. As an oracle, her visions do not arrive cleanly. Futures speak over one another, outcomes argue, warnings interrupt promises. A prophecy might come solemnly, only to be reframed by another voice moments later as a joke, or a threat, or a riddle. Feyz does not force clarity, she understands that truth rarely travels alone. As a cleric, her prayers are never private. Whatever god or force answers her does so knowing it has just entered the room recently occupied. Her devotion is not singular, it is hospitable. She treats divinity the way she treats spirits, with curiosity, humor, and a refusal to be overwhelmed. Power flows through her, differently because of this. Healing feels layered, as if multiple intentions are agreeing to cooperate for a moment. Curses feel personal, intimate, whispered by more than just one mouth. Blessings sometimes come with commentary. When Feyz walks among people, she is noticed even when she tries not to be. Something about her refuses to stay still. Her voice shifts subtly, her posture changes. One moment she carries herself with the authority of a seasoned priest, and the next with the looselessness of someone amused by an entire concept of hierarchy. Animals follow her without understanding why. Children stare, unsettled but curious. Adults sense something they cannot categorize or choose either fascination or distance. Evening belongs to her most fully. This is when she invites spirits to stay longer, to press closer, to take turns at the controls. Her body becomes a shared instrument. A poet spirit might borrow her voice and speak in metaphors that feel too old to be learned. A warrior echo might sharpen her movements, her stance suddenly precise and unfamiliar. Feyz never disappears during this. She watches the performance from inside herself, entertained, occasionally searing the tone like a conductor who enjoys a surprise. The spirits behave because she is not afraid of them, or they misbehave for the same reason. Either way, they stay. They leave impressions. They change how her magic feels, how her words land, and how her presence bends the space around her. Faith collects these changes without clinging to them. Nothing is permanent here, everything is welcome. Night does not silence her. Some personalities sleep, others keep vigil. Conversations continue in the dark. She drifts between selves the way water drifts between pools, never fully stopping, never fully rushing. Identity is not something she guards, it is something she hosts. Feyz is not unstable, she is deliberate. She has chosen flow over fixation, multiplicity over singularity. Where others fear being overtaken, she finds delight in sharing space. She is dangerous not because she lacks control, but because she understands how little control was ever real to begin with. In her presence, reality loosens slightly, boundaries feel negotiable, the line between self and other blurs just enough to become interesting. Phase's living shrine to impermanence, a festival of voices, a river that embodies and remembers every shape it has passed through without needing to become any of them. She does not seek to be whole. She already is, multiplexily.